What's up everyone? Welcome to the channel this week. My name is Riley. Thank you for joining me. If you are new here, appreciate you checking out the channel. If you're one of my long-term subscribers, you know who you are and y'all rock. This week I thought we'd talk about what it means to be a good customer and customer etiquette and how that can make the difference between you getting the snake you want and getting nothing. So let's talk. So in 2021, it seems that many people have lost their manners, and most notably people trying to buy snakes. Somewhere along the line, it seems to have become common and misunderstood to be common that just because we're communicating digitally, that all formalities of grammar and things need to go out the window. Anybody I've talked to who gives me really short, nonsensical, incomplete sentence inquiries, I just don't understand what you're saying. And I've even talked to some people and they've literally told me that because it's a quick message on Morph Market or some social media platform that I posted a photo of, that they don't think you have to introduce yourself or, you know, even be polite. I've literally had people tell me that. It's the most ridiculous thing ever. That is the quickest way to ruin any chance of ever getting a snake from me. Or breeders like me, because trust me, I'm not alone in this thinking. So this is something I like to call customer etiquette. And what that means is just simply treating people with how you would like to be treated and demonstrating a little bit of respect for the hard work that somebody might have put in for the snake that you're inquiring about. So this right here is a little Papuan carpet python of mine that just hatched out, just had its first shed. And this will be the first clutch that I actually let anything go of from as far as these F1s go. Now I do have some folks that I plan on, you know, putting some animals with intentionally, but I will be posting a few for sale, a couple probably. Now there's limited supply of these, so I don't anticipate having too much issue, but there's a lot of folks out there that feel very entitled to animals like this, and they don't understand that this is no longer a buyer's market, but this is a seller's market. Ever since COVID happened, there have been very few animals in comparison to the increased demand for animals. A lot of people getting into the hobby, a lot of people keeping reptiles these days, a lot of people finding stuff on YouTube like you guys are right now, finding this channel. And they're becoming mainstream. And a lot of people want a little slice of nature or something close to it in their house. So getting a cool terrarium, planting it up, having a unique species that they've always wanted or dreamed of is becoming much more realistic. But now there are so many people looking to do that that the demand far exceeds the supply. So what that means is breeders are no longer competing for your sale. You are now competing for the breeder's animal because there's a lot of other people out there just like you that want the same snake. Now, I could get into all the effects that has on pricing. Essentially just know that means prices have gone up and availability is slim. So nowadays, breeders like me have the ability to pick and choose who we sell our animals to quite freely. And somebody like me, I don't live off selling animals, so I don't need to sell these snakes. I don't need to pay my rent off of one sale. So ultimately that means I have final say. If you're difficult, it's really easy for us to just move on to the next person. For example, if you message me saying, how much for that snake? How much that snake cost? Without even introducing yourself, without even saying hi. For one, I think you might be a scammer, a flipper, or a bot. But two, I definitely don't even know if you can form a complete sentence, let alone care for a snake properly when you speak like that. So, use some grammar, use some manners. Folks that I love working with are the ones who say, hi, my name is so-and-so, I'm interested in your snake. I was wondering if I could get a shipping quote and maybe some info on her background or something like that. I'm happy to acquiesce such a request like that, no problem. But if you come and you're entitled and you ask for discounts right away, or for me to cover shipping, or you insult the animal and say, hey, it's not as orange as you've listed it is, can I see some more photos? No, I'm sorry. I'm moving on to the next person. If it's not for you, it's not for you. If you're a difficult customer, I'm just gonna move on. Asking for photos isn't a terrible thing, but most of us don't have the time, and if we've already gotten you a few photos or put up a decent one, it's kind of annoying. And nowadays, like I said earlier, there's a lot of people in line who would happily buy these animals without much question. So just be mindful that my time is valuable. These animals mean something to me. I don't want them to go somewhere where they're going to be a problem, and I don't want to deal with somebody who's difficult. Most breeders are going to think that way. So, if you've had a bad experience and a breeder shot you down and was rude to you, maybe double check that you weren't rude to begin with, or you didn't insult them to begin with, because there are actually people who make their living off selling snakes, and there are people who do rely on the income they sell or get in from selling snakes, but they too don't like difficult customers. So just because somebody needs to make money off of it doesn't give you the right to be entitled or ask for a discount. So please be respectful when getting into snakes, other people's hard work, passion. It's usually very insulting if you try to ask for discounts or discredit their value, things like that. So don't do that. Another pro tip, if you don't have the money, don't even start the question. Don't even message the breeder. I know it's really awesome, it's exciting when you see that animal. You're, oh my gosh, I've never seen that, that's beautiful, I need to have it. Pause. If you don't have the money, don't waste the breeder's time. Some breeders will work with you, some folks will do payment plans, things like that. But if it's a really low dollar animal, not likely. Just be considerate. Think about the breeder's time, be respectful, and they'll acknowledge that. If they don't, well then you might need to look elsewhere. But plenty of folks will tell you, if you're respectful, you give them the time of day, introduce yourself, show them, that you appreciate the hard work and the beautiful animals that they're posting, and don't waste their time, and you might just get a snake that wasn't even available, or a holdback, or a top quality animal. So just keep that in mind. There is such a thing as buyer etiquette. Sorry for those of you whose bubbles were just bursted, but there's a reason some of us don't like selling snakes. So be polite, be kind, be respectful, and don't waste people's time. And that's all I have to say. That's it for this week. Again, this is one of my little recently hatched, recently shed poplin carpets. Hopefully next week I will have some baby citrus tigers for you, and maybe more. So anyway, I'm gonna get out of this hot snake room and go enjoy this second COVID shot, because I'm not sure how this one's gonna go. Wish me luck. Catch y'all next week, hopefully, if I survive.